How y'all doing? I hope you're doing well. I wasn't going to get on today, but I needed to stop by to encourage you guys as I encourage myself. Everybody's journey to success is different. I see what's going on online, and everybody's talking about quitting their 9 to 5 because of a specific individual. I'm not going to even say the name because I don't get tangled and twisted up in stuff. So everybody's going to do what they want to do, but I wanted to stop by to encourage you. Don't you quit your 9 to 5 following someone else's success. It's foolish to think that your success story is going to be like their success story. Everybody has a time for success, and success does not happen overnight as some people want to portray. It doesn't. I'm a very humble person, and I've gone through so much. And I've learned through my going through to have patience. That's why God allows us to go through things, to build our character and to help us have patience. So I want you to be encouraged that even if your 9 to 5 is not what you want right now, don't you quit your 9 to 5. Do y'all know we're getting ready to have an election, and we don't know which one of those candidates is going to win and what each one of them is going to actually do until they get into the White House? I'm tired. I went to God and I told him, even though he knows what we feel and what we need before we even go to him, but he wants us to come to him and let him know how we feel. So I've let God know that I'm tired. I'm a teacher. I've gone through so much heartache and hurt and mental stress and physical stress from losing my loved ones, my mom, my sister, my uncle, my god sister, my best friend, and physical pain from car crash after car crash. And even today, I didn't feel like getting on here, but I pressed my way because I'm a word of my God. If I can't show up, it's because I'm really sick. I'm still going through from my recent shoulder surgery. For the last 2 days, I've been in a lot of pain, and I can't feel anything. And it's almost 3 months. So I think there's some nerve damage. But in spite of that, I press my way because I want to be here for you. Following people's success, following people in general, will get you in a mess. It'll get you in a situation that you can't get out of. It'll get you in a situation worse than the situation that you're coming from. Don't you quit your job. As I was saying, I've let God know I'm tired and I'm ready to retire from teaching. I've been on YouTube almost 4 years, and unfortunately when I first started my channel, all those things was going on and I couldn't post as much as I wanted to. I couldn't be consistent as much as I wanted to, but I did show up. So you guys have seen my face over the years. I just couldn't be as consistent, so I didn't expect to blow up. And now that I'm back and doing better mentally, and I've been posting every day regularly, just about every day regularly. If I'm not posting long form content, I'm posting shorts. And even in that, my success story is not like someone else's. It takes time, people. It takes patience. It takes determination. It takes you taking your eyes off your right now situation and having a vision of where you're trying to go, and be patient and work hard until you get there. Don't follow other people's directions and advice to quit your 9 to 5 because it's hard out here in these streets. I'm single now. I'm separated from my ex-husband, And I've been struggling by myself because of my health. But you know what? I'm making it because I seek God. God is my source. He can be your source if you will seek him, follow him, and stop following folks. Folks will get you in a world of trouble. Folks will lead you astray, but God will never lead you astray. I want to quit my teaching job. I want to retire. I love teaching, but because I've gone through so much mentally and physically, my body is tired. And I shared my story of God leading me to become an author, and I'm so excited about that. I've been an author for 1 month, and being an author, my compensation comes, like monthly. And I just had my book go live this month, October, and to God be all the glory. I'm getting sales. So that tells me that it's a success. And I'm glad I listened to God and I followed him. But those sales are going to take time to build up. I'm not expecting to get rich overnight from my sales. I got to keep putting up my books and adding to it. But to God be all the glory. It's going to take time. So I cannot, as much as I want to, I cannot retire from my teaching job. I did not retire from my teaching job. Listen to other people's success stories, thinking that I'm going to do the same thing. The Word of God says that wisdom is the principle. But in all thy getting, get understanding. Folks, you better get some wisdom out here in these streets. You better seek God for your life, because your success is going to be different from the next person's success. You just got to learn to be patient. I'm going to endure. God is going to give me the strength that I need to endure my physical situation right now. Because someone is, like the last 2 days, I didn't even want to get out of bed because the pain in my shoulder is so severe. But I'm going to wait on God and know that he's going to lead and guide me the right time to exit my teaching career. But now is not the time, even though I desire to quit right now. I'm waiting on God. And I know and I decree and declare every day. I go and look at my sales for my books. I'm excited, even with the few sales I have. I just started and I'm getting sales. So I give God all the glory. I look at it every day and I touch my screen. And I say, I declare and decree that by Christmas, this book is going to have such and such sales, 1,000 sales or 2,000 sales. Even if it doesn't reach that number, I'm declaring decree. And God is going to take my faith and he's going to keep blessing me to get sales. It's working. You got to take control of your own destiny. You got to seek God in what direction to go with whatever it is you want to do and not follow people. So I encourage you again, it's hard out here in these streets. Inflation is crazy. The cost of food is crazy. It's hard for people to put food on their tables for their families. It's hard to pay your bills. Don't you quit your 9 to 5. Keep grinding. If YouTube is what you want, keep grinding and keep pushing. Show up even when you don't want to show up, like I did today. Don't be fixated on the numbers, the views, the likes, the subscribers, because if you bring value to this platform and you keep showing up, people are going to seek that. They gravitate to that. You're doing something in their lives, even if it doesn't seem like people are watching. Keep showing up. Somebody is watching you. I've said this in another video. Somebody needs what you are offering. Just keep showing up, and your day is coming. But I encourage you, don't you quit your job. You got to have backup streams of income. I'm going to keep pushing on YouTube. But just in case YouTube doesn't work, if that's not what's going to work for me for my future, I got my sales from my books. And even in that, it is working, and it could get slow at times, whatever. So I got to still keep trying to figure out another stream of income. And I will. So you got to stay ahead in your planning financially. You can't just depend on one thing. So if you quit your job, depending on getting rich quick and fast on YouTube, you just messed up. I wouldn't encourage you to do that. Stop following folks and seek and follow God. Get wisdom and understanding. Those are the two most powerful things that we can have. Wisdom and understanding. Because if you have wisdom, you know, you're smart enough to know not to follow someone else's success. Because everybody's success is different. Everybody's. Not two people rather on YouTube has the same success story. We don't know what the next person had to go through or what they're going through behind closed doors and how much perseverance they had to do to get to where they're at. So don't you copy them. Take some good advice from them, but don't you copy them thinking that you're going to get to the level that they're at overnight. It doesn't work like that, sweetheart. It doesn't work like that, young man. Be your own advocate for your success. And just seek God, and He will be there. He will lead and guide you. I'm not going to get on this platform thinking that I'm all this and that. And I hope I'm not being judged thinking that I'm all this and that, because why? You guys don't know the struggle and the pain that I've been through to get to this place right here. When I, for instance, were seeking to have a better education because of what I was enduring, and I knew that that was not going to be it. I sought to get a higher education, and without going into the whole story, the days that I sat at my desk in a cold house and my fingers were freezing. It was so cold in there, and I was doing my degree online because the individual that I was with was doing whatever he was doing, and I went to my classes online with no heat in my house. So when I talk about something on my channel, it's not to glorify me, it's to glorify God and what He brought me through. To God be all the glory. It took determination. It took a fight that I thought I didn't have, but it took strength to get through that. And it took perseverance. I was determined. I was saying in my mind, I'm going to get my degree no matter what I got to endure, so I don't have to keep living like this. Me and my children in a cold house, and I'm married. That's not God's way. And to God be the glory. Even in that, I graduated with honors. This is why I tell you my story, because there's some suffering behind my story to get me to where I was, or where I am. I graduated magna cum laude with my bachelor's degree. I graduated with a 3.8 GPA. After going through all of that, as cold as I was determined to get my degree, and I continued, and it didn't stop. It kept going. The neglect and what I was dealing with, and I kept on to my master's degree, and I graduated with a 3.9 GPA. I received every honor society award that my university could offer. That's what God would do. It's not about me, but that's what God would do if you seek Him. Seek Him and seek to have understanding. What does God want for your life? Not what people have you out here doing that they did. What does God want for your life? He brought me through that. And I will always give him the glory for what he brought me through. I couldn't have did that without him. So I'm going to stop here. I just wanted to get on here for a quick moment in spite of how awful I feel. Keep me in your prayers. Stop following folks thinking that you're going to have the same success as them. It doesn't work like that. You got to work hard. You got to make a plan for your success, and you got to work towards it. It doesn't happen overnight. But if you keep pushing, stay determined, and persevere, keep the faith in God, most importantly, you're going to get there. I still have a long ways to go, but I know I'm going to get there because I have determination, and I will keep persevering until I get there. So you be encouraged, and I hope something I've said encourage you and inspires you, because everything I say here on my channel is out of love. I would never get on this platform to put anyone down, because I have the Spirit of God, and the Spirit of God uplifts. Don't tear down. So to God be all the glory. I'm praying for you and with you always. You be blessed always, and keep pushing and keep persevering. And I promise you, I can promise you that if you seek God, you will get there in God's timing. You be blessed. Bye.